Hey guys, coming to you on this snowy, AC day. I'm not sure if I open the door, it sounds like ice, but I haven't actually fully gone outside. Not a huge fan of this weather. However, I did need this time, so I will receive it. Um, I want to start by reading John 8:36. Therefore, if the Son sets you free, you really will be free. And the Son being Jesus, who atones for our sins. Um, Full transparency here. As many of you as believe, I didn't say that right. As many as you think that I'm always on, I'm actually not. I know. That humbles me very much right now. Um, I think it's because I have Jesus and I know that I have been set free, that I always want to present my best self. And the truth of it is, I don't always feel 100%. So I'm not going to go into great detail, but yesterday morning, I had an encounter from my past that was not in the natural, nothing really transpired. Um, Within my soul and in my spirit, there was a big ouchie that happened to me. More than anything, it did not bring me shame and it did not bring me condemnation. It was more of a remembrance of how I used to feel and the identity and worth that I used to carry. And that is what caused me pain, like sincere pain. And then on top of that, to talk about it is not something I feel totally comfortable doing. I prefer to talk about things that I've completely conquered. So, this is me growing through what I'm going through. Um, Jesus is the one that brings me comfort and brings me peace. And so, on the onset of this incident, I started having an internal dialogue with him and felt it best for me to go and spend some one on one time with him. So, hence the reason for some of my posts last night, if you've seen them. And today, due to the weather, um, it was all right for me to not go into work today, which I really wasn't ready to be around people. Could I have done it? Yes. Would I have brought my best forward? No. And probably nobody would have known that except for myself and the people that I share that with. Um, but yes, that, and because I can't expect people to fully understand unless they've walked through something similar than me to really fully understand that. Um, and then my precious David, I really fought with sharing it with him because I needed him to put on his friends part of our relationship and puts aside our actual relationship because there was a little part of me that was fearful that he would look at me different. Not because I've held anything from my past from him, but more so because I don't know how I would take that in a relationship um, when just disclosing things from somebody's past. When you disclose something from your past to somebody, um, even though it's not currently going on, it can sometimes cause them to see you in that light of the past instead of the light of the current. And so I thank Jesus that he's given David the ability to only see me as I am now, even having the facts of my past. So, and in that there is growth because I could have just kept it to myself because I know that David wasn't going to be the person to bring me freedom, that only Jesus can bring me that freedom. But yet I also knew that it would be a way for me and David to get closer, for him to know really some of the things that I have to deal with on a regular basis that aren't typical normal things, because our lives are all different. Our journeys have all been different, are currently different. And so um, we're not always going to fully understand unless we talk about the things that we individually have to deal with. So, with that being said, I have had the last 2 days to really just spend time with Jesus, which is my literal, literally my favorite thing to do. Um, and he has just a way of comforting us and helping us in a way that humans can't. So, if you don't know what it feels like to have an encounter with Jesus, I ask that he would meet you where you are right now and for you to have an encounter. And it really can be the small, still voice in your head that brings you, in your head or in your heart, that brings you comfort and brings you peace, and really that just ministers to the ouchies and to the stress and to all of the yucky things that try to affect us in our day to day lives. Um, Life is like crazy and complex and awesome and amazing all in one package with a bow on it. And so we don't get to just choose the good stuff. We have to also deal with the not so good stuff. However, that doesn't define us and that doesn't change who we are. Um, I still am what my back says I am. And so are you, if you're a girl. That I am the daughter of a king that is not moved by this world, for my God is with me and goes before me. I will not fear because I am his. Um, we are set free and we have the ability to dream big. My daughter Katie was sharing with me how her friend told her that she was an inspiration. And that's actually one of the best compliments that people give me time to time. They're really encourage me to keep doing this, even when it's uncomfortable. And so I love that my daughter shared with me that somebody had given her that compliment. And when I asked her why that friend told her that, and she said it's because she has parents that have not necessarily walked out well, and she's afraid that she's not going to get to go to heaven because of her parents. And I can tell you that at one point I thought this very thing. I thought that the reason my life was the way it was because of my ancestors. I had actually been told that by somebody, and I don't even remember who that person was. But I felt very hopeless and helpless in that, and that caused a lot of damage to me. So it was really beautiful for my daughter's friends to say that to her, and my daughter's response is, "No, that's not true. God has you. You're going to be okay." Like, yes, that's true. And I didn't even know that my daughter talked to her friends about God. So that really encouraged me, because I don't force my children to walk out the same walk as I do. I just model it in the home and everywhere I go. I'm consistent in the home, at my work, at church, in the grocery store. I'm the same person all the time. That's all I can be. Um, and so it really, when she was telling me that, it made me remember that the things that I'm set free from now and the things I know now are not always the things that I did know. I did not always know that I had a choice. So if you don't know that you have a choice and you feel like you're stuck in your circumstances and that there's nothing that you can do about them, that's a lie. That's deception from the enemy. Um, Anything that comes into your mind or into your thought process that enables you to have hope or to move forward and it makes you feel paralyzed, that's Satan. So when those things happen, I want you to declare truth over yourself and say whatever it is that you want to say. Satan, get away from me. That's not truth. I won't believe that. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. God, give me the strength to not allow that to be my identity. Um, if you personally need some scripture to read over yourself, message me and I will gladly give you a list of things to declare over yourself. We have to declare truth because even whether you're saved or you're not saved, whether you have Jesus or you don't have Jesus, the enemy will try to destroy you. Once you have Jesus, Satan can't destroy you. However, he can slow you down through sickness and through circumstances and through your thoughts. However, we are more powerful than Satan. So he can't actually do anything to us unless we come into alignment with it. So if you need help with that, please reach out to me. Um, I'm here to encourage you. I did not wake up like this. I mean, how I look right now, I did wake up like this. And all I need is ketones, a little coffee, and a whole lot of Jesus. This was a gift from David. Um, and it's truth. Like, Jesus is the most important thing. Ketones is, and Prove It, the company that I totally am in love with, is a vessel, is a tool.